this Nakaso M8S. It was like 50 bucks and it feels insanely cheap. It's so light and plasticky, but basically it's just an Android box that you can use for multimedia to hook up to your TV and have more options. And options are a big deal in an RV. What I want with our media player that I have not been able to find yet, it's been very frustrating, is something that can, number one, access, the apps we want to access. We mainly use Hulu, Netflix, sometimes Amazon Prime to watch things. It'd be nice to access some of the music apps like Pandora as well, but anyways, just at least Netflix and Hulu. Number two, I want it to be able to access our media on a hard drive because we don't always have internet access, or we don't have the data to give up to stream things through Hulu and through Netflix. The third thing I want the device to be able to do that some of them have not, I want it to be user friendly. I don't want to have to be walking in and, Marissa having problems with it and saying, okay, well, all you gotta do is reset it, open this, click this, go here, boom, you're ready to go. So I'm hoping this will work. This is my 5th device I've tried, I think. I've bought we got a Roku 3. I looked at the Roku 4. Did not seem like it was that much better, other than, I think, 4K, basically. Roku 2, Apple TV, and then, like I said, I've bought 2 different Android devices. I've also tried using a computer as a media streaming device to access the apps and the media, and it was just too much to keep it powered on with a battery backup or have it run on 12 volt. Better hurry up, she's ready to go.
Look how much bigger your hand is. Put it up there. Let me see. Oh, you've gotten so big.
This place is packed.
It's wet and cold. Not many people probably go to a playground on a day like today, but that is one of the disadvantages of being cooped up in an RV is if we're not following the weather, which at the moment we're not because we're staying in our hometown for Christmas, so we have to kind of fight the cold weather. So
we get out and do whatever we can. She gets cooped up, we get cooped up. Love playgrounds though. We hit a lot of playgrounds. As far as internet, our primary source is our Verizon hotspot. And so we had pretty good luck with that. But one place we didn't have good luck with it was in Estes Park in Colorado. And they're just, even like in the middle of the city, there wasn't great. You had Verizon, but it was not a fast data connection. And that's a big deal for us because we're uploading sometimes a gig plus a day for videos. And so that was very frustrating. Where we're staying with our RV in Hermit Park, it was a county campground. There was no internet there, no Verizon signal there. So we were scrambling around town trying to find a Starbucks or a place with internet. We go to a restaurant. It can get tricky. Don't assume, oh, I'll just get internet at the campgrounds. Just because they say they have internet does not mean it's internet. That just means the main office probably has internet and they've got some equipment set up that does not put out a good signal at all. So, I mean, we've maybe been to 25% of the campgrounds we've been to that say they have internet where it's like good, solid, fast. We could actually upload stuff. We could actually watch something if we wanted to online. Top internet. So 2 more things that help us keep connected on the road. One we've used like crazy, one we haven't used that much yet. One is our Verizon hotspot. There's 2 different ways to do this as far as getting like an unlimited data hotspot. I say unlimited because Verizon has now came out and said that if you're over 100 gigs, and I've seen some people say over 200 gigs, they'll cut you off. One way you can do it is to rent a line from somebody. That's usually, I think it's in the $150 range, somewhere around there a month. You can rent a line and get either 100 gigs a month, 200 gigs a month. I've heard of the unlimited still being out there. I don't know how much I trust it. The other way you can do it, the way that we did it, is to buy the line and have it transferred over to yourself. I don't know if they're still doing that or not. And when we did it, you could only transfer it if it was a business-to-business transfer. Even 100 gigs, we pay 68 bucks a month for this. We had to pay an initial transfer fee to get the line, to own the line, but since we own the line, it's 68 bucks a month instead of 150, 200 bucks to rent the line. So in the long run, if you're doing this for a long time, and especially if you have a business so you can get the transfer, it's better to go ahead and transfer it over and pay the $68 a month. If you're not sure how long you're going to need something like this with a hotspot, it might be better to rent the line. The other thing that I have not used yet, but I hope to use at some point, is a Wii Boost. And basically what this does, most of what we're trying to do, you can buy devices that boost the wireless within like a campground, which in my opinion might help, but a lot of the campgrounds, their wireless is just, I've been right next to where the access point is and it doesn't matter. It's just terrible wireless. Instead of a Wi-Fi booster, we invested in a cell phone booster. And so it boosts the signal coming in from the cell phone towers and helps us pick up, instead of maybe 1 bar, it boosts us up to 2, 3, maybe 4 bars in an area. If there's no signal, there's no signal, but at least if you have terrible coverage, you can maybe boost that up to use some data, whereas before you could maybe only send a text out. How's your pretzel? Pretty good? You want 2 pretzels?
No.
Okay, I'll eat it. You done with your nap? You ready to get up? It's been just me and Hensley part of the day. For some reason, she thinks when I leave or Marissa leaves that she's getting a present when that person gets back. I think we've gotten her a gift a couple of times, but not necessarily. Right, Hensley? Is Mommy going to be back?
I'm going to give you a birthday cake.
She's not going to get you a birthday cake, I don't think, sweetie. You never know. So that's the rundown on how we stay connected on the road. I know Marissa's insanely interested in all the devices and how that works.
I just let Nathan take care of all that.
Well, I try to keep it simple. I do realize things could definitely be done another way. And I know how to do most of those other ways, but I'm trying to figure out how to keep things down to as few devices as possible. Maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not. But all Marissa cares about, she wants to pick up the remote, push the button, and she wants it to work. We're back in the Airstream as well. Not a whole lot of updates. Waiting on some things to come in. We did get the filter in for the sink. The flooring has actually come in. We haven't picked that up yet. We've got to drive to Lebanon to pick up the flooring. We got the TV up, the fireplace up.
Yeah, we loved the wall mount. I feel like it's very modern. I'm not super crazy that it has to be mounted so high, but we wanted the flexibility of if we needed the benches to be moved out of the way.
Because we've got different layouts we can do with the benches,
Yeah.
and that was one of the layouts involved that bench being able to go underneath where the fireplace is at. So,
and we wanted that flexibility. If the fireplace was low, then we lose pretty much this whole wall, and the wall is prime real estate for us. So we wanted the flexibility. So I'm not super crazy that it has to be mounted this high, but I think it looks awesome. I think it gives it a homey feel, and it's super modern. I love it.
we could possibly end up having to move it lower. I hope not. So almost all these wall mounts I found, the heat comes out the top, which is a bummer. And I knew that when I ordered it. I knew we would run into this, so I'm still looking into the best way. If we use a heat shield of some sort that curves out to that, we've looked at getting a mantle that goes across the top, or maybe a mantle that sits on this TV, or makes it look like it's sitting on the TV, that protects the bottom of the TV, because obviously you don't want heat going straight into a TV like this. The good news is it's not an insanely powerful fireplace, a small space, so it's enough for what we need. So it's not like it's putting out just tons and tons of heat. Still something to figure out.
We just need to get it livable so that we can move in. Is kind of the big thing right now.
Yeah, and we need something to tow with. It's kind of a problem. And that's the last thing as we close out. Hopefully in a couple of days, I'm pretty close to having a decision on a vehicle, because that is kind of a factor with the Airstream. Being able to tow it would be probably good. Some people mentioned just hooking it up to our motorhome. Probably not going to happen. But it would be cool to see. Not legally or safely, no.
I know it's kind of strange, but I'm actually starting to think the couch looks pretty good.
I think that lot wood did it.
It did.
We weren't like doing that just because of the couch, but I think the lot wood really helped.
It looks really good. Yeah. I was in here earlier and the sun was shining, and I thought this color looks pretty good. It'd be a great workspace.
Yeah. And there'll be one on that side and one on that side. Each get our own space on the couch. The couch is comfy.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Still got a little ways to go, but it's feeling good.
I'm loving it. I think it's gonna be good.
I think it'll be good too. We got some kinks to work out, a few things to make some decisions on, but it's like at least at the point where we're like over the hump and we're like, okay, this could work.
You still gotta let me decorate. But...
We do. We got to get some color going on in here, but she will. That's the reason for all the white. I'm gonna say have at it, get some color in here because we need color in here.
I'm thinking fur.
No.
Yeah. This needs some like
I was thinking that too.
Pretty
I walked
fur.
in, so you know what this needs? It needs some more fur. Not more fur. It needs fur. There's no fur in here.
I'm gonna have some fur in here.
Okay, so hope you're ready for the comments on that, Marissa. All right, so we're gonna have some fur in here, I guess. I'm gonna give her some flexibility on that. She's let me keep it pretty neutral so far. We're gonna call it a night, and we'll catch you guys later.